Right, so it's me again, and yeah, you're watching Verns fishing, and today I'm fishing at the River Humber. It's the 19th, Friday the 19th. I'm fishing through the night, and 3 o'clock in the morning Tom's turning up so we can catch the next tide. And I'm in bay 23 because that was the only bay. I got here at 12 o'clock, well, 12:15, 6 hours before high water, so I got here at low water, and this was the only bay worth getting. All the rest have been took, so there's not even been any big cod caught or anything posted on Facebook, and it's mental down there, but that's the way it is, and that's what you have to put up with. So yep, this is where I am. Tide is coming in. I shall be casting out very shortly. This is the intro. This is Verns fishing. If you've clicked on this and got this far, please consider subscribing. Click the bell for all notifications for when I do a live, and leave a comment and give us a thumbs up. And my old mate Oz, that's Oz, he's come down to see me, which is very nice. So we're all quids in. I'm in a happy mood. Last night my grumpy video at Cowden went up, and thank you for all the comments, apart from a couple. So I'll see you in a bit. Let's get this first cast out before it's too late. Well, it's nice people to come down. I've met, I'll say it now before it gets too much in the video. That was Oz you just saw. He's a friend of mine. And he's a smashing bloke, lovely bloke. From the moment, the first time he came up to me, like all people, really, most people. And yeah, that was Oz. I've also had Paul come up to me today, who pulled into the bay and shook my hand. It was nice. And I'm not here saying this as a big bravado thing and that I'm a hero and all that, like some people say I do. It's just nice that people come up to you and they see you, watch your videos, and they want to talk to you. And I've also had David Evans, come down from bay 25, and had a chat with me there as well. So started off with Dave, then Paul turned up, and then Oz came on his motorbike to see me. So it's been nice. It's been pleasurable, and it's always nice to meet nice people. So yeah, I've got stuff I need to say, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be the bigger person. But I tell you, I could have a right rant, and Oz knows exactly what I'm on about, but I'm not going to. No, but I might do at some point, because with Vernon, I'm afraid to say it's going to come out in the end. And eventually it'll come out, but I've got to talk to Tom first, because yeah, because Tom might say it's not good to say that, and he might talk me around and make me realise. We're here at bay 23. It's an absolutely fantastic day. I'm not in the same frame of mind that I was at Cowden, and it's absolutely glorious. Look at this, blue skies, sun. Well, sun's dipping down now, but absolutely beautiful all the way around. Look at that. It's just fantastic being here. What a beautiful place to be. I mean, I've even come to this river during the summer when there's no fish about apart from the odd eel and flounder, and they've been catching smooth hounds off the beach, and I came here for the sunrise here because it's such a nice place to be. Because I've always said nice things about this place, as in it's a great place and that you should come and fish it at least once in your life, but not too often during winter because the spaces go quick and then I might not get in to fish. Joking, yeah. Today I'm also now I'll tell you about that later. So yeah, first cast out, I've got a 2-hook flapper on, getting back to fishing. Got a 7-ounce weight on, I'm casting out of a 6-ounce rod. Perfectly alright with this rod because it's a good stiff rod. And 20 yard chuck just on the mud here. It'll be bedded in the mud, but that's where I caught my cod last time. So that's what we're hoping for. We're still in search of cod, hunting for cod, looking for cod. You name it, that's what I'm doing. Been doing it really since Cowden. But baits today are squid, black lug, oiled black lug as well as frozen black lug, prawn, king prawn, and carp. I've got some carp. Was going to bring some mussel, never really do much, but I will bring the mussel because I need to use it. When I go further north I might use the mussel there because they tend to use it there. I've got some new marks to go fish. I've been scouting about in October, middle of October. I was scouting about, me and the wife, we just get in the van, we go up to places where I'd like to fish, check it out, see where I can fish, where I can park, good access and all this sort of stuff. And then we get fish and chips, have a nice day, bit of a walk, chin wag, and yeah, you will see those marks that I'm going to fish. Maybe take Shane with me, maybe. I've asked him to come with us, but you know, it all depends whether he can get time off work because he's busy. And he's got a magnetic draw at the minute at Paul, and I don't know if he just likes the name, but sorry about that. Don't know if he just likes the name, but he certainly likes fishing there. So I think Shane's off to Paul tomorrow. This is Friday, Saturday afternoon. Shane was meeting us here Saturday, but busy at work, so he's fishing Paul on Saturday afternoon with Scott. So good luck for that Saturday, Shane and Scott. Hope you have some luck. I shall watch this rod and I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, I'm going to reel this in a minute. Tide is absolutely zooming in, and it's 3:45, high tide's at 6, so I suppose it's about right really. But been chatting with subscribers, so well, with friends really, let's be honest. I've been chatting with friends, and yeah, I was a bit late chucking out. I should have probably chucked out half an hour before I did, and it just came up on you, the water, and I was running late, but it don't matter. Fishing now, so I'm going to just reel this in, check it out. Bait is gone. That's not good. Yeah, bait's gone. That's not good, is it? You can still hear me. I'm talking away. So I'm only putting prawn on these at the minute. probably chuck this out and go up top and get my next, get the other rod ready. Actually should have put the reels on that I brought for Tom. Tide is coming in, and that doesn't make for nobody, does it? So excuse my squeaky boot, but I've got my right hand boot of these new boots I bought, squeaks on my heel, so sounds like I'm bloody trumping. So I'm just out there. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the sun on the ships, 2 white ships, and it's just lighting up, sunk. Wouldn't want it to sink, would you? Apparently it's catching quite well over at Sunk Island at the minute, at the Old Hall or somewhere. I shall tell Shane tonight. But yeah, so we're here tonight. I'm fishing this tide. High tide's at 6, and then I said to my missus, I says, I don't think I'll bother coming home, because if I come home 8, 9, bed for 10 after shower, 11, 12, well, I suppose I'd have a few hours in my bed. But the problem is the fact that you time you get home and do all that, you start waking up, don't you? So what I'm doing is I'm stopping here tonight and I'm sleeping in the van. So hopefully I'll get no one tapping on the van, because it'll give me the willies. And but I've got my big stick with me, so if they do, they're going to get clobbered. So I think it'll be all right. See plenty of people down there sleeping, but then you get a lot of people down there sleeping now to make sure they hug the bays. But I've got to travel a long way, you see. So what I do is, this is the first time I'm actually going to try and kip in the van tonight. I have been here through the night and got here in the early hours and grabbed an hour or so's kip, but that's a bit different to getting in the sleeping bag. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing tonight. And then at 3 o'clock in the morning, Tom is coming, and he's going to fish the next tide with me. So that's why I'm stopping, really, so Tom can have a fish. Was going to meet Shane, but Shane's a bit busy at work, so these things happen, don't they? It's tough at the top, Shane. It's tough at the top, mate. That's what it is. And you're at the top. So yeah, get to fish with me mates over there someday, I suppose. Don't get to fish with them much nowadays. Fished with Shane the other day, but none of the others don't really want to fish with me. I don't think. I think it's since I changed my deodorant. That's what it is. I've gone from spray deodorant to roll-on. Don't think they like it. I shave as well, or partially shave, you know, but I'm joking. Not that it's funny anyhow, but there you go. So here's a cracking evening. It's just like the evening when I caught that codling, and it was flat calm like this, absolutely flat calm like this, and it's reasonably warm as well. Anyhow, I shall bring you back in a bit. No, I ain't going to say I'll bring you back in a bit. That's someone else is saying, isn't it? I say, as we do in Norfolk, or my part of Norfolk, is I'll be back in a bit. So that's what I'll be. Right, I'm getting set up there now because I've got a rod over the side that you've seen me fishing with. I've just come up there now, the water's come in. I'll be able to reel it in and be able to cast this out shortly, and then I'll go down and bring the other rod up. And I'm talking this fast because I just do. And what I'll do is I'll swap that reel onto the other rod. Right, so I've got a one up, one down rig on there. Matey boy to the right, left of me's just caught a whiting. I've caught nothing. So I've got black lug and squid on the bottom hook, and I've got a squid head on the top hook. Bait elastic on, and I'm now casting it out, bringing the other rod up after that. Cheeky Chuck Allen. Right, Alan, if I do a cheeky chuck, I still try and do the punch, so that I keep that in me all the time. Right, I'm just going to go get my other rod, bring it up top, and stick it in this tripod, bring the bucket up. Oh, the moon's up. Moon's literally just come up, about a metre up. It's not a metre in, it's a metre from air. You know what I mean. You certainly couldn't jump and touch it, put it that way. So, that's me sorted, ready, fishing in there. I'm going to get my other rod put together. Got the Vasellis that I put the new wing eyes on. But yeah, so we're Bay 23, moon's up. Matey boy beside me's caught a whiting. Don't really want to catch loads of whiting, but I'll tell you something, some of the whiting that have been coming out here are a bloody good size, and I ain't going to turn them down. And to be honest, with my catching capabilities, catching whiting's bloody good fun. Right, let's show you this moon. That's the rod built up. All I've got to do is just change it and put the just checking this is recording. I've got to do an update on it. It come up, but I can't do it until Tom get here. But just look at this sky. Absolutely glorious, isn't it? For those that like to have a look at the sky, that is absolutely brilliant. And there's the moon. I can't even see it on this camera, but I kid you not, the moon is somewhere here. Little tugboat going under it now. So we're up in the bay. You've seen me get all my gear back up. Everything from down there is up here. I'm fishing up here now. I will be swapping over to both Vercelli rods. I always thought it was called Vercelli, but I went and watched some Portugal or Spain, wherever it was, Italy, it was foreign, and they said Vercelli. So there you go. They should know, shouldn't they? They named it, I suppose. But yeah, they're good rods. Bit long really. I'm not really a fan of long rods at the minute, but didn't like them at all. I mean, I've just put new eyes on that and whipped it, as you can see. Look, yeah, all the way up obviously. And first time using it, I thought to myself, not that keen on that. I thought, why have I done all that? And I don't really like them. But by the end of the session, I was used to them. It's because I'd been casting the Icons powers and the Power Elites. I'd been casting them for so long on the beaches that going, not necessarily going to a fixed bill, because I like a fixed bill, but going to a continental style rod that's 4.5 meters just seemed a bit too insane really. But I've put eyes on this that are really large, so it'll cope how I fish on the river. I like the seaweed to go through and pull it off at the reel, or bring my gear in, i.e. the gear being the weight, over the snaggy section, and then I can just pull the weed off after. I'm quite happy to do that. Match fishermen wouldn't, would they? They'd have a different plan, but that's mine. That's what I do. So yeah, I'm getting on alright with the rods now. It'd be nice to catch a fish in the next 2 minutes, but we'll see. He's caught one beside me. Not being rude, but saying he, in case anybody takes offence to that. The same as this is such a beautiful area. As I've always said on my videos, I absolutely adore this place. Look at that factory. All the lights are on, but you'll see that factory more as the night go on. Absolutely perfect place. It's just sometimes ruined by the fact that people leave a lot of mess. This bay today ain't too bad. Just a bit of line, which I wouldn't say is a huge thing at all. And forgive me for saying this, but I'm not a hero by bringing this up either, because we all clear away rubbish. But down there, if Tom can zoom in down there, is 2 mattresses. So someone's drove up there and chucked 2 mattresses over the wall. That's the wife. Right, pet. Yeah. No, I ain't caught no. I'll just put you down there. Right. Right, I'm just going to carry on talking to my wife because I've got the wife on the phone, and I shall be back in a bit, and we'll do more talking and less catching, because that's what we like to do, isn't it? Don't like to catch any fish. Right, well, I've made a load of baits up and squid heads with my little helper tool, and black lug, wrapped them all up, got them on there ready. So I've done quite a few, and I'm going to reel this icon rod in, set up my Vercelli, and then get it chucked out. I haven't had nothing yet, matey boy hasn't had anything else yet. It's early doors yet, isn't it? We've got the baits in the water, we're going to catch tonight. It's going to be a good one. We're all positive tonight, and remember, I can't swear, can I? Because it upsets Tom, because Tom has to do more editing to keep bleeping. Apparently, to put bleeping takes a bit too much time. I've met some nice people today. When they turned up, I didn't know them, but they're all lovely people. It's so nice sea fishing, because there's such a lovely community of people that come and say hello. Well, let's just say there's like 98% that are really good. The other 2% I ain't met yet, apart from probably 0.5% I know of them. But yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. I ain't finished yet, I'm now setting this up, but yeah. Well, got a new head torch. I'll show you it when it gets dark, and you can see what you think. I'm impressed with it, but I haven't been on the river with it, so we'll see how good it is, how far it goes. Both rods out, so we get a whiting, rockland, dab, flounder, or a codlin. Yeah, that's what we really want. Be nice to get, I don't care what size codlin it is, let's just get one, so I can just forget about it then, and whatever I catch after that's good. It don't build up. But yeah, it's a cracking night. As you can see, I'm just in me Gansey with me hood, and I've got thermals on underneath and a top and this top, but it's nice. I ain't got my, put it this way, I ain't got a hat on. Helicopter coming in from the rigs or whatever, I suppose. Black lug out, we've got some good squid, wrapped it all up into little baits. So we catch a fish, there's not a lot more to say really. I've got a catch up on Facebook and Messenger. because it's a busy night. Doesn't that look good, eh? Looks like I'm a professional, doesn't it? I've got a fish on there. Oh no, I ain't. Have I? Oh, what on earth is that? Fuck. Oh, got bloody caught up. What a boot. Come on, let's get you out of that. In that water. There you go, girl. That's a blank sorted. Oh, well, I ain't got another rod. Well, caught a flounder. That's pretty normal for me, really, but that's the blank sorted. I've actually caught a fish. I think that's 4th cast, 5th cast. Oh dear. Come on, girl, get in there, have a breather. I just want to say that I'm so pleased that Billy has got a new camera. I'm so chuffed that Billy Fisher, go check him out. But you should know him, innit? Done loads of videos every day, and he's now got a new camera because he stopped because his camera broke, and now he's filming again. But that chap showed clear as a bell how to unhook a deep hooked flounder, dab, place, you name it, flatfish through the gill. And through him showing that, I'm able now to unhook a flounder or any flatfish, even if you go through the wrong gill. I used to panic, but now, calm as a cucumber, that flounder is unhooked. It was so deep, I've got it through one gill, and I realised that the hook was the other way. So I was pulling that through in the row, so I put it back in and went through the other gill, unhooked it. So I've caught a lovely little flounder. We'll get him back in a minute and I'll give you a show. One lovely flounder. Got mud on her, look, can you see the mud? I'm rubbing it off gently. I'm not damaging it. But yeah, one flounder, nicely unhooked. Beautiful fish. Chuffed about that. That's the blank done. So I don't care if I catch a few more of these. All them times I was struggling on the beach, and here I am at the Old Faithful, the fantastic Humber, and catching fish. It's, well, I just don't know what planet I'm on, to be honest, because I just don't know what this feeling feels like. It's a bit like, for me, catching fish feels like, for me, like smiling. You know when you smile and you feel muscles and you think, Christ, what's the matter there? What's happening? Yeah, that's the only way I can explain it. Catching fish for me is like me smiling. Let's get another one. You ain't finished, are you?
I've had enough, Vern, yeah. This is the first, well, it's the second time I've ever fished into the day. I've only an hour or so.
Is it?
I've only got a cheap one.
Coming this way, it's daylight.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, that's Norwich City football ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only got a little camping headlight and but I've not had one bite, and bait's untouched again.
Alright, I've had a flounder, and I've just had a knock on this left rod.
Oh, right, okay.
So,
there was
cameras on, we're rolling.
Good. There was three guys about, I was about 50 yards to the right of, this way of the yellow cross, and there was three guys from Verns halfway the other way, and I was just talking to them, and they'd been here all day, blanked, until the last half hour, and one of them has had a rockling, a whiting and a little flounder, but the other two are blanked. Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? You can be 30 yards away from someone on this river and you blank.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going over to, well, I've had a flask of tea, but tea out of a flask is very good, as it were. And I'm not a coffee drinker, but anyway.
I always drink my flask first, and then I've got a Perkle thing.
Oh yeah, you can make
one cup.
Yeah, make your fresh is better into
cafetiere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, pleasure meeting you, Vern. When you obviously when you upload your next video, I shall really have to comment on it and send you a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. Well, it's on. But
all right.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
All right, let's meet you.
I think I've got 3 videos before this one.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I did. I'm sure the same as everybody that subscribes. I appreciate what you do. It's all time consuming, and
it's appreciated, mate. Your comments.
I look forward to it.
They make. It's nice to air and read.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess it's a two-way thing, isn't it? But it's. But I'm so pleased that you are doing what you're doing, because it's. I get excited just on the sofa watching YouTube, watching a rod tip and thinking, what's going to happen next?
It's weird, isn't it? We all do it. Okay?
Yeah. Anyway, right, well, good luck.
Yeah.
And all the best.
You never know, might get it, because I'm fishing the next tide as well.
Oh, really? Oh, right. God,
I'm in this tin box for the night.
You're a pioneer, you are.
Yeah, and Tom's meeting me at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, he's your editor, is he? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's my daughter's boyfriend.
3 in the morning? Oh, is he? Okay, right there. Yeah.
So, he figured he'd have a bit of sleep at home and then get here.
Don't blame him.
Yeah.
So is Dave with you? Has he gone now?
No, he's back up in 25.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
No wonder, Peter, you've seen me.
Yeah.
I had a chap called Odds come down to see me. Just come out for a ride on his bike and said,
really?
I'll come and see you. And he was going to come down and fish, but he decided to just come for a ride.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
Good. Yeah, your fame is spreading far.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as that. Anyway, see you later. Look after yourself.
Cheers, man.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Well, I might actually just reel this in and see what that bite. That was a definite bite like this. Now it could just be sat on it now, couldn't it? Thinking I'm hooked. What am I going to do now? And it's keeping quiet. So yeah, that was Paul. You just heard Paul come and said hello to me today. He's a nice chap, absolutely cracking. It's been a pleasure to meet you, Paul, along with David, and then also it was nice for Oz to come down on his motorbike and come and see me as well. It's been great. And yeah, good luck in your next session, all three of you. Bloody boots keep squeaking. No, I ain't got anything on it. I shall leave that out for a bit. It'll be interesting to see what happens to it now, because I've just pulled it out of its embedment into the mud. So we'll see if it holds bottom. If it doesn't, I'll bring it in. But it felt very light, nothing on it. Had a definite bite on it though. A little bit of weed, nothing major. And yeah, should bring it back in a bit. Oh dear, well. It all seems to have gone quiet. I've had a flounder, and then I had that quite a prolific bite that was like 3 times pulling down and nothing. I'm fishing small hooks. I've got size 1/0, which are small mustard 1/0s, let's be honest. I've got some mustard match Aberdeen size 2 hooks on. I've got some Cox and Roll 2/0 or 3/0 they are, but they're only small, they're only little crab hook. And 2 or 3 pennel single clip down I've got out there, cod rig. So we're trying. We're still out there. We're still going for it. Baits are in the water. We've still got a chance to catch a fish. Need to bring some more fish because it's been great the last. Well, this is the 4th trip now I've caught after such a long time blanking. It is a relief. It doesn't bother me too much now, to be honest. It's a relief because obviously I'm bringing fish to the video. Which is always good. It's good for mine. It's good for me. It's good for the video. It's always better to have fish on a video, isn't it? But I'm not always that lucky. Sometimes I blank, and I think I've had 6 blanks on the trot. A lot of the problem with that was all those fishing trips were all in blocks. So it was August, there was a block up to St Bede's Head. I'd had enough by then. I'd fished myself out that week. Caught a couple of fish. I think I caught 3 in fact. It was 1 each session. That's been my problem this year. 1 fish each session. I've had some where I've caught more in the middle part of the year, you know. And then I went to Norfolk for reasons that some will know, and I went out fishing because I need to clear my head. So I went fishing, and again that was over like 3 days, 2 days. And if the fish aren't in over that short period of time, then obviously you don't catch no fish, do you? So it looked worse. It looks worse than what it is, but I ain't really bothered, to be honest. I go fishing, I film it, I enjoy fishing, I enjoy filming it. I also enjoy moaning and ranting. We're not having a rant today because I've got nothing to rant about. Well, I've got something to rant about, but I've got to talk to Tom first. So I keep checking the rod tip, sorry about that. So yeah, it's just nice to be out fishing. If you catch, don't you? I appreciate everybody that watches my videos and I don't catch. I don't know what I don't know, well, what do you say? Me, my gob, I say the wrong thing. I could say I don't know what you see in it because there's no fish, but obviously lots of people tell me they just like watching me waffle on and stuff. But this is fishing tonight at the Humber, and this is what it's like. You're just waiting around for a bite, you know. It's not, I ain't got a fish finder over the wall and I'm there hunting it out and stuff, you know. I'm here fishing, and it gets cold, you get cold, and you don't catch or you do catch. It's as simple as that. So anyhow, what I'm saying is appreciate everyone that watches my videos, all my subscribers. I could say army of subscribers, but I'm not going to, because that's for Dano at Inglorious Fishing. He's the one with the army, his army. So yeah, all you subscribers of mine, yeah, thanks for sticking with me through all these blanks. It's been comical, I suppose. There's been swearing, it's been raging, ranting, moaning, you know, what I would class as moaning, the odd rant, bit of rage. Probably some of it was edited out, I don't know, I can't remember. But at St Bede's Head I was raging. I was absolutely furious there. And that's only down to my own capabilities and not knowing the area, you know. It's not nothing else, it's me. I'm rowing and ranting at me sometimes. It's just me, it's just me. This is what I am. It's what I say, what I do. And if it's said and done on video and it passes the inspection of Tom the editor, then it's all good, isn't it? But I do say leave stuff in. You always want subscribers to grow, your subscription to grow, don't you? But I'm afraid to say, if I've got something to say and it upsets someone and they have to unsubscribe, then so be it. If I've got to say it, I've got to say it. And some things I hold back, but it'll always come out in the end. Because if I have a bad day like at Cowden, I'm gonna say most things. I'll never talk about politics or stuff like that because it's just too divisive. That was a good word for a Norfolk lad, wasn't it? But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic here tonight. You've just got lights all around you. Yeah, I've got lights from Grimsby, Spurn, Grimsby, all the way through Immingham, all through Stallingborough, Tronics factory, all the way to Humber Sea Terminal. And a few lights over at Kilnsey and, well, that's Sunk Island over there. Let me just show you. Look at this. Don't know if he'll pick it up. Doubt we'll pick it up because Tom will do his magic stuff. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Some people think I moan about the area, but I just don't know when I do that because it's such a great place to fish. It's unbelievable. I mean, you're there in your back of your van, fishing directly here into the water. Unbelievable. Those lights there that you can see here now, that's the Humber Sea Terminal. Be lots of people working there, and there's the Tronics factory again. What a little bless. He's got some power in him. Hopefully he'll go back alright. Caught whiting. He's I think he's going to be all right. Some whiting you get, and they ain't got much in them. Other whiting, they flick about a bit, and they've got a bit of strength in them, and any pull on this water. Well, caught second fish, caught a whiting. Now, yeah, some people will be saying, well, Vern, it's only a whiting. Yeah, I like to say whiting, but yeah, great. It's another fish, isn't it? It's what it's all about. It's about catching fish. Yeah, I'm not a specimen hunter. I ain't even a hunter of fish, am I? Because I keep blanking. But what I do like to do is like to catch a fish. And now this session is now not just a fluke. There's not much tide movement today with this with the tide. It's holding bottom easy with a 7-ounce weight. Probably could use a 6-ounce, to be honest. These rods will chuck up to 250 grams. That's why I put the eyes on this rod and redid it, because it's I think, for the limited knowledge I know, that it's quite a good blank, to be honest. It's not all flexible and flimsy. It's not a stiff rod either, but it's certainly got some in it, backbone. And both of them cost me 89 quid. They should have been 115, cost me 89. Well, one cost me 89, I think the other was 99 or something from Jerry's. I don't think they'll be that now. They still sell these Oxygen Cobra KWs. But they're all right if you want to start out fishing. Yeah, they're all right. The eyes weren't brilliant, but they were okay. There was nothing wrong with them. The rod was a functioning rod. It's just I chose to put bigger eyes in, so I went to K-Wags. Good rod for the river. It's good enough for hair for like a 40-50 yard chuck. If you want to launch it further, it'll do that. I've had these blanks. I've used these rods at Salt House, and I had a ball of weed like this, about that long, like this. Rod was bent double, and it never flinched. It reeled it in. It was that heavy, I was nearly asking the wife to hold the rod while I reeled it, because I was about buggered. So I don't know how much that must have weighed, over 10 kilos, put it that way. Reeled it in fine. Yeah, he's flicking about. One little whiting, not very fat. Gonna get him in quickly while he's fighting, as you can see. What I've found in the last couple of trips, like what I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me, some whiting come in and they're all limp like that, and they don't tend to go back. Other whiting come back and they got some fight in them, and they're going like this, you know, going absolutely mental, and they're the ones that tend to go back all right. So he was swimming up the right way in the bucket, chucked him straight in, and he was gone. And I'm pleased about that, really, because I like to see the fish go back if they're going back. And he needs to eat some more food and grow. He needs to stop eating meat on hooks, fish on hooks, and go eat something else. Get some weight on him, and then bugger off out to sea and watch them, avoid them nets. So it's slackened off a bit now, even though I've just caught that. We're at slack water. His tide's going to start going out shortly. On the ebb, good chance of catching some more fish, hopefully. But just lately I've been catching on the flood. But normally here I normally catch on the ebb, but whatever happens, while them baits are in there, we'll catch some fish with me. So one of my trips that I was going to do, I was going to go up to Whitehaven, and I was going to fish the pier during winter. I was only going to go up for the weekend, and there's a car park at the bottom of the big pier that you can just park in. I think it's 4 or 5 quid for 24 hours. It's nothing. And I was going to go up there and fish that, but I was watching Earl's latest video where he's fishing on the small pier, the north pier, and he says that car park's all fenced off because they're doing work on the pier, and they obviously need the car park for their stuff. So yeah, it sounds as though, without asking too many questions, that's out of the question. So gonna have another think about that one. I can't be carrying my gear too far. Anyhow, I shall be back in a bit. Right, so I've just turned it on right quick. I've just cooked myself some food, and let me turn that down a touch. Yeah, I've just cooked myself some food, and while it's cooling down because it's too hot at the minute, I want to just show you this head torch. This head torch is a lighthouse head torch. It's only a cheap head torch. It's 350 lumens, but it's got a focusable light lens on it, so you pull it out and it focuses, and I'm going to show you that now. So let me just show you. Now we've got the residual light here of the camera, but this is it on, that's full power. That's full power. If I show it over here, so that's full power. That lights up pretty well, I think. Shines all that up. But yeah, it's that's full power. And then on full power, you then got this focusable beam which goes like this to there, and it then shines right over. If you can see that. See? Now, lights always get lost on the water, but you can see that there, and then it starts to fade out about there. So I think it's okay. I can see with my glasses on, I can see my gear coming in. Not that you need to see it, but I just like to see it. Yeah, and then it just focuses back out to there, and then you've got low power. Also on high power, what I've just had it on, lasts for 5 hours. Low power is this, and you can focus it out on that as well. Still goes quite a way, as you can see in the field. So that's low power. That lasts for 10 hours. And then you got this flicky thing, so yeah, you know, SOS thing. But this is full power, and this is here. Yeah, so that's it. So it shows the field up, but obviously when you go out to sea, that you can see all down the wall there, it shines all that up. But out there, it goes so far and then it sort of like disappears, but that's because there's nothing to reflect back. So I think that torch goes quite a way. See, you can see that, can't you? So it lights all down there. It's really good, because obviously if you're on a beach at night and it's dark, like Fishing Barrel goes on about, and it gives you the willies, you've got a good bright torch that you can see if there's anybody about. Sorry about that. So yeah, this torch, this cost me 20 quid. Does retail at £23.96 I think on Amazon. Other people on eBay sell it for 31 quid. It's only a cheap light. It's a lot better focusing light than what the Fenix is, but I don't think it goes as far as the Fenix on the water. But for 20 quid, it's absolutely stunning. It's got powered by two 18650 batteries, and obviously you can buy replacements for that, so when the batteries bugger up, you just get two new replacement batteries, don't you? And you can get stronger ones, so it even lasts longer, because I think these are 4,000 or whatever, 2,000 something I think. So you can always put a 4 or 5,000 C1850 or 285, whatever they are. So yeah, good torch. 20 quid, 23.96 or £31. It's around that ballpark figure. Good second torch, even a good first torch, I think. So anyhow, that's my review of this torch. I'm quite happy with it. On that right hand rod's just come back on itself now. I've had that before and I've had a flounder on it. I reeled into it and it moved, so it's either a case the weight's pulled out, or because the tide has changed now, it's going out that way. Yeah, if you didn't hear that because I was not facing the camera, the tide is going out now, so it might have pulled the weight out, but I have had the rod come back before and had a flounder on it. So I'm now going to reel in, see what it is. I don't think there's anything on it. It was just a tide. It was just a tide, but you have to check these things, don't you? Mate, I'm just casting out.
Alright, well.
You hang there, because you're live on... You're live. Look. Shane the Rayman. Shane the Rayman. See, you're live on there, so you are fishing with me, even though you want to fish with other... Yeah, even if you want to fish with others rather than me. That's right though, isn't it, eh?
No.
I always come last, don't I? Let me just cast this out, mate, because they've just heard you laughing on camera. Right, so it's that chucked out, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to end this here. Not end the video, I'm just going to turn this off. We've got both rigs out, I'm going to talk to Shane. I think I've got some on there. Oh, my arm's aching now. Oh, it's good. It's a good one. Come on. Well, what a cracking whiting. Absolute cracking whiting. Make me want to think I'm going to have fish cakes with that, but I don't think I will. See, now that was a wiggler. That was an absolute wiggler, so hopefully that'll go back. Yeah. Bloody good white in that. And I've just chucked that rig out. So we'll get this baited up again with some lugworm because it's quick. I've got a rig there, but we'll just chuck this out because you can't bait a 2-hook flapper when the fish are there. Well, this is the 1 up 1 down rig. Get a bit of bait elastic on that. The bottom bait isn't quite as good as it should be for bait presentation. Oh, just just put my hands in the water to wash my hands, and there was the fish in it, and I was like, oh. until I realised the fish was in it. I thought, what the heck's that? That's free now. See, it's a slippery bugger. Look how big that is. Absolute beautiful Kraken fish. So I'm going to chuck him back because he's absolutely full of life. Big whiting, wasn't it? It was good size whiting. I don't know how much it was. Pound, bit more. Good weight. And it was full of life. When they flick like that, like Billy the Bass, yeah, stuck on the wall, they go back straight away. Right, I'm going to get this rig baited up. Wash my hands properly on a, well, I'm not washing them. I'll put them in the water and dry them on a dryer towel. That's now become the fish towel now because it's wet. So baits are out. We're still in for a chance of another fish. How many's that now? That's 3, isn't it? 3 fish, 2 whiting and a flounder. And do you know what? That's cracking. Absolutely cracking. We caught some fish. Don't matter if it ain't a codlin. Codlin will come because we're in the right spot, aren't we? I've got the next tide as well. I'm going to sleep in the van. It's nice and warm. I've got hot water bottles, sleeping bag, mattress. What could be better? Well, probably a waterbed at 30 degrees, 31 degrees with my missus in there. Yeah, that would probably be better, but we don't want to get into that, do we? Right, let's get these reeled in. Oh jeez, what a tangle up. Got another fish. Don't know if it's going to survive though. It's got two choices, hasn't it? Oh, it's deep hooked. That was the panel hook. Well, if one don't go back, that was badly hooked. Not a lot I could do there. Thought he had a bite on the rod. I was obviously looking at the wrong rod because I was talking. I must have caught it out of the wrong eye. Well, that might not be such a success, but we've got another fish anyhow. But I've got two in the freezer from last trip, which I'm gonna do some fish cakes and stuff out of, so I might have three now. Right, I was then reeling in down the bottom of the camera on me and the battery ran out, so it's unfortunate, but yeah, this whiting, I don't know how she's doing. Let's have a look at her. Yeah, it's not doing very well. You saw all the others, how all the others were really flicking about and loads of energy. This one is I think it's bought it. Its gills are brown, so its blood's coming out. It's just dying. It was very deeply hooked, and the first hook that I was getting out, it was a pennel. I thought that was a single hook on there, but it was a pennel. Should have looked at the rig really, but I was chatting to Sam, really nice bloke. He's got his own fishing boat. And yeah, so this is going towards fish cakes. So yeah, I was chatting to Sam about squid and all sorts of things really. Don't know how much Tom will put in, but yeah, so I reeled it in, and yeah, I didn't have all the gear with me, but the fish weren't doing very good when I pulled it in because it was really heavy. It was stuck on something. So anyhow, that's it. It's not bad. All fish have gone back. There's none down there. All the water's gone out to the seaweed. and there's none. They normally just sit down there, really, to be honest, and just one fatality, so that'll go home and be eaten. We're not going to waste that. It's in size anyhow. So what we'll do now is I'm going to pack everything up. I'm going to zoom down there to see if I can get a bay, because there was someone down here in this bay, and they've gone into bloody bay 28, haven't they? If I can get bay 26 or 27 for the next session, it'll be all the better for me. And for Tom, we'll be able to fish sooner, but we won't get 28. If I can't get a good bay down there, I will drive down and have a look down at bay 19. So that's this fishing trip done on Friday the 19th of November. High tide was a 6.7 apparently. I've got to take 0.2 off because that's something else I've learned. So 6.9, 6.7. So yeah, so that's this trip. The next time you see me, that was Dave, I think. He's now gone, and somebody else is going into his bay. Sods, aren't they? As soon as the bay come free, they get in it. So they come up there to fish all night at the minute. But then I'll take a drive down there and see what's there, and take a drive down there. But the next time you see me, we'll be on this river, and it'll be in about 4 or 5 hours time, and I'll be fishing again. So yeah, it's going to be a double session, and I'm going to now pack up, go see if I can get a bay, and if not, I'll be stuck in this one again, and we'll see if we can get that codling. And you'll also see Tom. So anyhow, that's enough waffle. God, am I going on or what? I don't know. So yeah, it's been good, hasn't it? I've caught 5 fish now. I think I've had 4 whiting and 1 flounder. All have gone back apart from the last one. I've got a lot of work to do now to get sorted and try and get another bay. So see you in a bit.